Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something a little bit different, right? So I have a niece who is going to varsity this year. And I thought to myself, what kind of advice would I have wanted to hear when I was going to varsity as a first year student, twinkly eyed, excited about life, the world is my oyster. What is the type of advice would I have wanted to hear? So I think this video, yes, we're going to talk about money for sure, because the first time you're sort of on your own and independent. I think this is more of a love letter to my niece, whom I absolutely adore. She is just the most wonderful human being. Okay, so what are some of the things or the tips I would have given myself going to university, or that I want to give her? And hopefully if you have a sister or a brother going to university for the first time, or child, yes, because I know I have moms of older kids on this channel as well, which I really appreciate. Thank you. What is the type of advice you would want to give them? And also, I think if you are a mom of someone who's going to university, maybe the likelihood that they'll really listen to you, not so great. So send them through to my channel, okay? Hopefully I'll say something that strikes a chord with them and that resonates with them, and they feel like, my sister is saying this to me, my cool sister. Okay, I still believe that I've got the coolness in me. All right. So I think the first thing that I would say, the first tip is make friends with people who are different from you, people who don't look like they have the same hobbies as you. I think, when you are going through life, you want people who are the same to you, who look the same, dress the same. But I always think to broaden yourself and to make friends with people who are not the same as you. Like, all right. So it could be in terms of culture, it could be in terms of what they like, their interests. And Pam spoke about something very important, and I know even my parents advised this. They said, please make friends with smart people as well, right? And if you're a smart person, fantastic, but I'm sure there's always someone who's smarter. So make friends with those type of people. And the reason being, not just smart in terms of book smart, but people who actually care at the fact that they are at university. People who actually care about going to class. People who care that there's exams. People who are clued up in terms of what is happening with their books, right? Because, in varsity, you will meet all sorts of people. You will meet people who get there and they feel like, oh, we are baddies. Classes are for losers. They'll go there. When they go there, varsity is just all fun and games. Yes, it should be mostly fun, but you must remember why you were there in the first place. I think for me, that's the most important thing. I had lots of fun in university. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But one thing I knew that I had to fetch that degree by all means necessary. Okay, so making friends with a diverse group of people, I think, is very important. The second one is find out about the campus resources. So normally universities, they have such amazing things to offer you when you get to varsity. It is such a disservice to yourself to go to university and just go to class and that's it, right? Yes, it's wonderful to meet new people, make friends, pass, but on campus, there are so many wonderful resources that I know myself, I did not quite get to use all of them. There's career coaching that they can help you with. They can help you with how to study if you're not coping, if you're feeling overwhelmed. There are so many resources at university and you have paid for them. So make use of every single thing. If you don't know something, just go to the career, what do they call them? Career guidance something. Or center, career guidance center, I think they used to call it when I was in varsity. And there's tons of professionals in different areas that can assist you. Another thing that they do have at varsity is a psychologist. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, maybe it's your first time away from home, those resources are available to you at varsity for free, okay? Even contraceptives, they are available to you for free on campus. And I think when you are young, there's this shame around contraceptives. There's this shame around going to get condoms, going to get a pill. Guys, you're in university, you will probably have sex. You will probably have sex, and the best thing you can do for yourself, even if you're not going to have sex, you want to wait for whatever reason, it could be religious reasons or it could be whatever it is, but it is good to equip yourself with the knowledge, okay? And there are those facilities at university that you can have access to, all right? Then another tip is to work consistently throughout the year. It's so much easier to be in varsity and be like, I'll see that. That's easy. And at the end of the day, you feel like it's a mountain to conquer versus you working consistently. Go to your lectures, guys. There's nothing sexy about, oh no, missing a couple of lectures here. Oh no, this one I won't go to. That's not what you're there for. Now you're chilling with Pam the entire time. Pam is an A+++ student. They look through this thing, they're like, then they get it. You must study consistently. Please do go to lectures. Even with me, I had an attitude, I will admit, I had an attitude towards one of the lecturers. She used to do cost accounting. Not my favorite subject, but I could have passed easily. But because I already had an attitude, I was like, no, I'll study on my own. I didn't do follow-ups, and then I failed. Boo-hoo. Who jokes on me, right? So attend your lectures. Even if you don't feel like you're gelling with the lecturer, that's not her job for you to gel with her. It's not her job for you to like her. She's there to do her job and for you to say, okay, how can I get help so that I pass this subject? I wrote this thing again. I passed it with flying colors, and I'm like, what a joke. What a bloody joke I played on myself. So really, I think also look at your attitude when you are in varsity. Some things might look like they're a big thing, but really it's a tiny speck of in a bigger scheme of things. So be consistent, attend all your lectures. I think for me, one that I absolutely and I'm an advocate for is be part of something on varsity, at varsity. Either some clubs, societies. I remember I was part of REC, I was part of the BMF, I was part of ABSIB and a few others, and I even became chairperson of one. But I loved being involved. And what that does, it opened up a world of opportunities. I remember PNG took us on an R&D tour to Durban, flew us there. It opens up such massive opportunities for you, and it's even better on your CV when you graduate to say, hey, I was part of something. I led some sort of organization or society or a club at varsity, but also it fosters the relationships you will have with different people. It's not just your friends, your group of friends, the people that you used to, the people that like you and you like back, but it's different people with different ideas. And for me, some of those relationships, I still have them today. There are people who advocate for me even in terms of getting work. So please, I implore you, get involved with some sort of a club. And it also shows that you're the type of person who is proactive. And that's another tip, is when you're at varsity, be proactive. If you're struggling, don't just struggle on your own in your own little corner. Be proactive. Approach the lecturer and say, hey, I'm struggling to understand this concept, or I'm struggling with the entire module. What can I do? Go to the career guidance people. There are, what do you call them? People who tutors, for free. So use all of these resources and be very proactive when you are in university. Then another thing is find a routine. Obviously, when you're in university, your classes start at this hour, you have one at this time. Go to all of them, know that, okay, every day I wake up at a certain time, and find what works for you. I am not a believer of this 5 a.m. club. People know, let's all wake up at 5 a.m. If you are the type of person who studies much better at night, work around that, right? Work around that. Make sure that you still get enough hours of sleep either during the day or whenever you feel comfortable, but have some sort of routine and practice something that works for you, not the 5 a.m. club. If the 5 a.m. club works best for you, fantastic, but I know myself, it did not work for me. I used to study late at night when it's dead quiet. You could hear a penny drop, okay? And it worked very well for me. Even when I was writing my book, I used to just let everyone go to sleep or take a nap before, then wake up in the middle of the night, and I would write and write and write and write. So find something that works for you, all right? Then we live in 2023, guys. South are not the safest place we live in. So be alert also. When you go out, which you will and you should go out, have fun when you're in university. When you do go out, don't just leave your drink like this on somewhere there. Hey, people will drag you, okay? Or steal. Pam had an experience. We went out some other time. She literally put her drink down just to, I don't know what she was doing. She turned, her drink was gone. So it is wild out here. You should have seen her face. I wish we could just insert that video here. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Don't leave your drink unattended. Don't accept drinks from strangers. You never know what they're putting in there. And anytime you go somewhere, either go with your drink or finish it. And also, if it's your first time experimenting with alcohol, pace yourself. Please don't be here. You don't want to be the person on the floor, because no, pace yourself. Know what your limits are, and also be with people that you trust, right? Go with friends that you trust, and always go back home together. Don't just leave one because, oh no, now they found someone, oh my gosh, this person is the love of my life. No, you're just drunk. Okay, this person is not the love of your life. Leave that person. If they still want to continue some communication, it can be later, but not when you're drunk. Okay. Another important thing is, if you are with your friends, just always be on the lookout for one another, because truly we live in such a sick society that some people can become very silly, even if they are people you go to varsity with, that they can do really terrible stuff. So just always be alert. When you go out, make sure that you have your money for Uber to Uber back home. I never went out if I didn't have money on my pocket. Like, what am I expecting? If a situation doesn't suit you anymore, you must be able to say, bitch, bye. My language.
Girl, bye.
Girl, bye. Boy, bye. But I mean, it's facts, okay? You need to be able to walk away when something or someone is acting shady, all right? Then, take care of yourself as well. You know, varsity can be a lot, can be overwhelming. It can feel like, oh goodness, this is a whole new world. Some people cope better than others, especially in their first year. And some people quit varsity because it's so overwhelming. But again, remember the resources that are available at university. Call home, call a friend. If it's my niece, call me, you know. But just have someone you can talk to and say, you know what, I'm struggling in this area. And some people really, because of our different backgrounds, they can get there and feel like they don't fit in. Trust me, nobody feels like they fit in anyway. Everybody has some type of way about how life is going. Just hang in there and remember why you are there. Remember, you're here to get a degree, get your education, learn some skill, and just focus on that and say, even if everything else around me is not so great, but this I'm going to do, and I'm going to do well. All right. Then on the money side, please take advantage of all the student discounts. Some shops, some grocery shops like Pick n Pay or Woolies or whatever, they will have, let's say on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, they'll have 5% off if you're a student. So you just bring your student card. Most restaurants, they also have student discounts. Movies, just, hey, look.
H&M has one from Monday to Wednesday.
H&M is, that's Pam, not me. She knows. 20% off for students. Even flights for coming home, if you book in advance also, they can have a student discount. So take advantage of that, because sometimes I look at the prices, I'm like, I wish I had a student card at this point, you know. So take advantage of that. And remember also, you are responsible for taking care of yourself in terms of finances. So whatever pocket money that you get from your parents, whatever, if it's a bursary or sponsorship, whatever it is, you have limited set of resources. Well, for most people anyway. And you have to make do with that. And I think that's where really financial acumen starts. How you start managing your money right then and there. You know, so whatever little you have, buy important stuff first. I know, I was in varsity. Boys normally buy alcohol first, which is the dumbest thing. Okay, buy food. You need to sustain yourself. You need to be healthy, and part of being healthy mentally, emotionally, means having a good diet as well. You know, buy your vegetables. Don't just go. I know the first month will be exciting because you're far from home. Nobody's making you eat vegetables. You want to buy, I don't know, burgers, and you will get sick and tired of that. Try and buy things that you can cook or try to eat healthy. What was the other one? Oh, so now you're in university. There are some silly people out here who will try to give you credit cards, even though you're a student. They will try to give you store accounts. Just say no. I know you want to look cute, you want to look like you're balling. Please, at the end of the day, nobody's going to care that you look the hottest in your first year. If you pass, that's what we're looking for. So say no to debt from the beginning, because you are setting yourself up for failure. Once you start working, all you're doing now with the bit of money that you'll be making is paying off debt. That is dumb. Okay, so don't do it. Pam, any other tips we have for our first years?
Just work hard and have fun.
Work hard and have fun. Yeah, definitely. I think having fun is a big part of it, you know.
And date a lot.
And date a lot. And what do we mean by saying date a lot? We're not saying, you know, do stupid things. But this is the first time you, as a young adult, to kind of see what is the type of character you like. You know, the first guy you're going to meet in varsity is not going to be your husband, okay? He's not the love of your life. You're not going to be together forever and ever, amen. So take it easy. Don't just fall flat on your face with love and, oh my gosh, I can't. Just relax yourself, pace yourself. It's okay. Date this one. See, okay, do I like this person? Go out to movies, go for lunches, come back, go with someone else. But find out what it is that you like. Don't rush into a serious relationship. Oh my God, you are young. You relax yourself. There's no rush for such stuff. And also remember, you are largely still discovering who you are as a person. And I can bet you, in your first day, you're not going to figure it out. So relax on them, on the girls, on the boys, on the love of your lives. You're going to spend your lives together. Trust me, 95% of the time, that's not true. So if it's 5%, just chill, go out, have fun, you know, go on dates, come back.
Date doctors.
What?
Date doctors.
So,
Go scope
Pam,
the doctors, the IT guys.
Pam
Stay in that place.
Pam is giving you
I'm
terrible
joking.
advice.
I'm joking.
Pam is giving you terrible advice.
Oh, no, students, I'm joking.
Pam is terrible. She's a wonderful person, but a little bit cuckoos. But yeah, you know, just have fun, but always at the end of the day, remember why you're there, and remember that the world does not end at varsity. Far from it. Even if you have people who are the cool kids at varsity, girl, boy, best believe sometimes life happens. We are forever evolving. That guy who was not the coolest, maybe they get to run the country. You know, that guy, they get to start a Facebook. So just don't, just be yourself. I was gonna voice my opinion on cool people, but I shall not do so. If you're a cool person, be a good person as well. Thank you so much for watching, and please do share this video with all your cousins, your kids, whoever is going to first year. Let them enjoy themselves, and also you must check up on them regularly, because they're facing deeper challenges than we were. I mean, when I was in varsity, we had Mixed. Well, it was the start of Mixed, I think it was. There wasn't this whole thing where you need to show where you are all the time. Like literally, we would rock a t-shirt to school and jeans. And now, yay. So the most important thing, enjoy yourself, remember why you're there, and remember that that's not your full reality forever. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.